Oh, what is going on, everybody? Making this little intro video here. Check this out. Yeah. That's what happens when you're, I'm trying to use a nice word here, mentally deficient for a few minutes. I actually hit myself in the face with a hammer. Really good story is how I did that, but basically, that guy's what happened right there. It's still kind of swole up. This happened about 11 o'clock this morning, and I got to spend some time in the hospital and do the P test and all that stuff for work. It's been a good day. However, it doesn't really hurt. It's not causing me to have any headaches or anything like that. My vision's not blurry. I got checked out. I don't have any brain issues or anything, although they would have to find some brains in there to have issues with. So, that means I'm putting the bar up on the rack, and I'm going to do my squats, I'm going to do my bench press, and I'm going to do my deadlift. Now, this is supposed to be somewhat of a light week, so it shouldn't be too detrimental to me. And if it does cause me any problems, then of course I will stop. However, I don't think it will be an issue. So I'm going to get to training, and I guess we'll find out. So I hope you enjoy the footage. Okay, so we're doing a little training today. This is my deadlift, and it actually went really well, despite the fact that I have a massive gash on my head, as you saw. Didn't pull anything dramatically heavy today, as this is kind of considered my deload week, but I did manage to pull 425 for a single, and it came up really nicely. I have been working on my deadlift form a little bit, and trying to set myself up a little bit better and a little bit tighter, and also trying not to do any jerking off the start, as I do believe that's causing me to have some problems in my elbow joints and around my biceps, and that's all I would really need is a torn bicep. That would pretty much end me for a while, so we're going to not do that. Other than that, really pretty satisfied with how the deadlift session went. Actually pretty satisfied with how this whole session went in general. Granted, it is a deload, so the weights are slightly lighter, but I did take it pretty seriously, and I did try to focus on actually moving a little bit of weight and moving it quickly and actually putting a little bit of effort into it. I also did do all my rep work and stuff. This is pretty much laid out identical to what I would do if it was any other week, except for I am doing a few little bit higher reps. That's just because I did decrease the weight and I just added a little bit of volume. No big deal, but as you can see, I'm moving 295 and I'm trying to move that off the floor just as fast as I possibly can and lock it out. And that's my main goal. I also did that with the pause squats. You'll see here. No, I don't have my stands. This is only 205 pounds. If I need to bail on this, I'm not dramatically worried about it, but I'm also not going to need to bail on this. It's not exactly something I was worried about. Granted, that's not a good philosophy, I know, but I wanted to see my depth and I wanted to get a really good picture of my actual squat, so I didn't put the stands in. I did pause at the bottom. I had a rather long time. I made sure of that. I wanted to get a really good deep pause. Plus, I also wanted to work on my explosiveness up out of the bottom to pretty much work on the weakest point in my squat. And that was my main focus for today. It was just really trying to move the weight as quickly as possible, explode up as hard as I possibly could. I mean, I'm not exactly an explosive lifter. I never have been, but that doesn't mean I can't train to maybe improve on it and try to become one. So my general goal here for the squat was to actually just shoot the bar off my shoulders. I really was actually trying to throw the bar off of me. So that was my mindset the entire time I was doing this. And that also went a long way towards my bench as well was the same mindset and the same frame as far as like what I was trying to accomplish. And also I'm hoping that that does induce a small amount of muscle growth somewhere in the line there. Also working on my grip width a little bit, and trying to set up still really tight on my back due to some problems I had last week, and but not trying to get so tight that I start causing impingement in areas and causing pain. I'm only showing you 3 sets of this right now. I did do a full set of 8. The last 2 sets, though, I did take the belt off and just kind of did it beltless, mostly just because I wanted to work my core a little bit. And I really, honestly, just hate the belt, so I took it off. No other reason than that. So, going to apologize ahead of time real quick here. As you can see, the lighting for my bench press, I don't know what my camera was doing. I honestly tried. I could not get it to do any better than this. I really don't know what its problem was. Maybe it was the orange shorts. I really don't know. But you're going to notice no wrist straps and no stands on this. No stands for a reason. I wanted to pause a very long time. Typically on my close grip bench press, for some reason, if I use the stands and I actually do a decent pause and let it sink into my chest a little bit, it touches the stands, and I didn't want that to happen. And it's 185 pounds. I was pretty confident in being able to move that, and I wasn't worried about it like crushing me or killing me, so no stands required. Reason for no wrist wraps. I was just trying to strengthen my wrists a little bit. The wrist wraps, you can get kind of dependent on them. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing or anything, but you know, not training with them every once in a while won't kill me. And I honestly get tired of wrapping them sometimes, so I just didn't put them on. It didn't really make a big difference. The first set, I think I noticed it, and then after that, I adjusted very nicely and had no issues whatsoever. It didn't affect me in any way, and I was able to move the weights really well, have a nice long pause, and then just blast it off my chest. So bench press training definitely went really well, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. So all in all, this has been a really good training session. Can't really say much more than that, and you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk anyway. So I'm going to end it here. This is my training video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, you know what to do. The like button, the subscribe thing, and all that good stuff. And comment if you feel like it. And as always, until next time.
I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking,